some 5.1 stuff. Got an SACD here, 5.1. Great stuff. 55p in a charity shop. It's not a mark on it. Super Audio compact disc. Like there. They're the goodies. Right. There you go. Goodies. Goodies. Sounds great in the surround sound. Sounds great, discreet audio. This disc sounds wonderful. Found it in a charity shop, 55p. I don't know where, I don't know how much it would cost online, but I'm sure you would find it online, because I've scouted the online stores and they're full of stuff like this. 55p in a charity shop, I found it. You'd be amazed. You will be amazed what you can find in your local charity shop. You will be amazed. 55p in a local charity shop. Sounds great. Discreet audio. The classics sound wonderful. They sound wonderful, right? I never thought I would ever say that. Ever. Ever. What they do. They sound wonderful. Just a bog standard stereo compact disc, Jamiroquai, High Times, his singles collection. It's not a complete collection though. It spans the year 92 to 06. It's not complete. It's not complete. There's the odd single or two not on it. I personally hate it when they release singles collections and they even when they even specify when artists specify the dates and the word singles, right? And some of them even have the complete collection. This doesn't dare to do that. But some even do have the words complete in the in the title of the greatest hits, and yet they still don't have all the singles in it. Got this. Found that also 55p. Found that 55p. Same place where I found that same day. Console. I was after this for ages. Quantum Souls. Ages. I believe Skyfall is not on its OST, but Another Way to Die is featured on Quantum Solace. It's not on the beginning though, it's stuck right on at the end. And maybe they got so much backlash with the previous movie's OST with its signature tune not being on it that they added it on the following movie's OST. It does seem that way, as it's just thrown on at the end. It's great. I wanted this OST for ages because I just loved the score. I loved it. There are, as far as non-original tracks, I don't think there are ever any there were in the 70s, weren't there, in the Roger Moore movies, there were non-original tunes thrown in there, weren't there? I don't think there were in consoles. Anyway, this is the orchestration. It's with Another Day thrown on at the end. If you like the score, you will find it great. That's fine. It's got heavy bass featured in it. It's in its encode. It's just a stereo track, but the balance is superb between treble and bass. It really is. It's wonderful. It's a really wonderful modern encode. Yeah, it's not too tinny because it's not too trebly. Yeah, it's one of these modern encodes which sound great. Yeah, it really does. Really does sound good. When you've been on the internet and stuff, you really do appreciate a compact disc. You really do appreciate throwing a compact disc and listening to a compact disc. You really do appreciate. You learn to respect the compact disc. The internet has made me learn to respect the sound reproduced from a compact disc. Okay, moving on. Ryco discs. Right, the Ryco discs are known to have a green tint in their plastic of their jewel cases, yeah, and their CD jewel cases. Now, I had this one ages ago, the score for The Living Daylights and MGM. They put out MGM's score Ryko did ages ago. But my point I'm trying to say is not about the music, the tunes. It hasn't got that heavy green tint in it yet. I bought this the other day. Extreme music from Motion Picture Extreme. Yeah, it's got a really noticeable green tint in it. Very different between the two. The green tint is very different of the two. So, wondering, any viewers watching at home have any Ryko discs? And if you do yours, in your experience, do they vary in their green tints? Tell me if yours do differ in greenness. Just comment below or private message me. I'm dead curious, really curious. Do they differ, the density in the green in the plastic of the jewel cases? The sunlight will fade the colour in the artwork on the inlay. So it's curious if maybe the sun has possibly added an effect on the green and the tints, the green tints in the plastic. If you have Ryko discs at home, what's your experience? Do they differ in the green? Do they differ in the density of the colour green in the plastic of the jewel cases? Comment below, let me know. Okay, moving on. Got the Godfather trilogy. Music from the Godfather trilogy. It is. Let me think now. What it is it's not. I don't think it's an original lift from the movies OSTs. I think they're reproduced by a different orchestra and laid down by this company who put these discs out. It's the City of Prague Philharmonic, right? Composed by Nino Rota. They've released a CD with the music from the three Godfather. There's only 3 Godfather films, isn't there? And I found this for 20p in my charity shop, and it's great. It's a really nice encode. And then I found this a little while later, released by the same company, put this out, and it's also been some of the tracks off this has been put on this, Cinema Century 2000 it's called, along with a billion others over a 4 CD set. Yeah, the same people who orchestrated the music on this CD. They're going and went and done the same with a lot of movies over 4 discs. It does have this specific date span. Over 240 minutes of music from, bear with me, it's Vanderbaat. I bought that and I liked it so much that I went online, I put all the stuff into Google, and I discovered the people who put these discs out, right? And I noticed this. I noticed that some of the tracks off that were on this, as well as a host of others. Yeah, a host of others. Spanning from 1933, this 4 disc set, spanning from 33 right the way through to, and it's in order as well, in date order as well, the last one being 1998. Yeah, first one is from 33's King Kong, the last one from 1998's Mask of Sorrow. Over 4 discs, a whole host random, a whole big mixture from all kind, mixture from movies, music lifted from a whole mixture of genre of movies, and they've reorchestrated it. Can't commend this CD enough. It's great. It's great. If you like the orchestration from this CD, if you found this CD and vice versa, go online, find them. Silverscreen.co.uk, that's their website. Silverscreen, S-I-L-V-A, screen.co.uk. And the little added twisters on their CDs, all their CDs, right? You know, if you're a bit of an audiophile, they're all that high-def CD, and they've all got that Dolby Surround logo next to it as well. This is all these are put out around the time when SACDs and DVD audio were in their heydays. early mid-2000s, late 2000s, these were all put out. So they're not that old, these discs. They still do releases now. They still do release material on IB on their website. Nice little chunk paragraph there. What high-def CD means. See there where my nail is now. See that paragraph where my nail is on. See for yourself there now. It's all about describing what high-def CD is. And below there, it's got their detail about Dolby Surround, what the Dolby Surround logo exactly means in respect to their discs. We got some catalogue titles. Got two from Massive Attack. Massive Attack, Blue Lines, and we have Massive Attack's Mezzanine. They were both 25p, also from the same charity shop as the previous charity shop I mentioned, both 25p. This and this, two Super Audio compact discs, one 5.1. Got to whiz through it because I'm never going to get through it. Got it there, haven't you? Yeah, 5.1 is Tristan and Isolde. Bought it thinking it was a 5.1 discrete, but it's not. It's only a 2 point. Just a real damn shame. Crying shame. Gutted when I ordered it. It's a brand new release by this company as well. Praga Digital. On ordering it, I assume, well, I didn't assume, I thought actually that I had checked in the product description. I thought actually that I had checked. I thought I had, and I was gutted. Just simply stereo. A word of warning when you buy your Super Audio compact discs online. Just make sure you check. Onwards, I must carry on, must crack on. There's no 3D release of that. No 3D release on the market. I assume because I spent about 3 hours online trying to find a 3D release of this, unless there's an audience member who can tell me otherwise. Finally got around to watching this after fixing the case. I've done a brilliant job, if I do say so myself, of fixing this case. I was even sitting on my doorstep last summer, just enjoying the sun, fixing this, sipping coffee. I spent that long fixing this. I'd spent so many concentrated hours fixing this that I want to keep it, you see. It just took me forever. Finally got around to watching the movie and its special features. This was just an absolute mess right off, this slipcase box thing. It was an absolute write-off, but I've spent so many hours doing it, fixing it up, repairing it, bending it outwards and scoring new creases into it and repairing it with labels and sticky labels and gluing up the cardboard, repairing the layers of cardboard to make them look like new and things like that. I've done so much to this outer case. I wanted to keep it. It's just a classic movie. I saw the remake, the scene for scene remake on Netflix very recently, the last few weeks, and I even watched it in black and white, and it doesn't match up at all to the quality which this movie is. Doesn't match up at all, and it's down to Janet Leigh. It's down to the actress Janet Leigh, and it's not that I'm used to Janet Leigh because I hadn't seen it until I bought this the other year. I hadn't seen the movie in its entirety, so no wonder she was a star. Janet Leigh was a star. The bonus material It's an interview, a long interview with Alfred Hitchcock himself, and there's a tribute, an Oscars tribute evening special thing presented to both Hitchcock and his wife, who were sat there in the audience, while stars of the day are offering tributes to him at the mic, the front of the hall. It's an Oscar fair thing. Yeah, and they're both worthy of watching. They do have rewatchability as well. They do hold rewatchability. The bonus disc does hold rewatchability. Yeah, it's marvellous. It's a marvellous classic, it is. It's still worthy of a watch today, and it still worked and held up. It is a movie of its time, though. Whether or not a youngster watching it today would enjoy it or not, it's debatable. That is highly debatable, and that's only because it's very political, dramatically political. It's in regards to interactions between people, where she's on the road once she decides to skip town, and the way people interact between civilians and police officers interact, and the way a civilian would interact with a salesman on a car showroom forecourt to purchase a car. Those kind of interactions are quite dated, so that's why I say very of their times. That's why I say a young person today may not be able to absorb this and get into it, so to speak. If you're young, a youngster, if you're a teenager, you may not get into it, even though it is a classic. You may not simply get into it for those reasons, because it is a movie of its time, as well as it being a very good quality thriller, which still does hold up. Okay, moving on. I have to move on. I'm not going to finish it. Marvellous. Continuing with 13 Hours. Got this. Look out for the player, James Badge Dale. Right, if you think in regards to character transforming, physical transformation, in regards to physical transformation from a particular player for a particular role, right? Never mind Christian Bale, never mind that dude from Interstellar, what's his name, Matthew McConaughey, for that role where he lost loads of weight. In fact, Christian Bale lost loads of weight as well as beefing up for Batman, didn't he? But never mind those two gents, Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey, put together, never mind them even put together, right? Check out this dude, James Badge Dale, what he did for this movie, right? For the movie 13 Hours, go online and check out James Badge Dale's filmography. Check out the movie he did before this, and the movie he did before that, right? So there's no excuses, right? So you can be for sure. And then check out the two movies, right, he did after this, right? And then check out him in this movie, right? Complete physical body transformation for a role. In this, he looks like Arnold flipping Schwarzenegger did when Schwarzenegger was in his heyday, right? And in the prior movies and post movies, just looks like a normal dude, like he did in the movie, when he did that Scorsese movie with Leonardo DiCaprio years ago. In that movie, fuck. The Departed, the movie he did for Scorsese, The Departed. All his movies prior to this just looks like he did in The Departed. A normal gentleman you would expect, normal man you would expect to see in the street. And the movie he did after this was, I believe it was, I think it was for Netflix, I'm not sure, but it was that sci-fi action flick he did. I forget now. He also co-starred with a gentleman here, also co-starred in this. forget. Oh shit, it's on the tip of my tongue. No, I can't think. Anyway, the 2 movies he did after this, he just looked like a normal gentleman you would see in the street, physically wise. Yeah, in this movie, he's sandwiched in between all that. When I was watching this, put this on, and I recognised the face, but I just thought he was just some Australian dude who's just come over on the boat just to do a few movies in Hollywood. And I just thought he was another, Hemsworth or something, another Worthington, yeah, Hemsworth, something like that, yeah. And it was just like a few days later, I thought again, no, I know that face. And I went online and checked out James Badge Dale. Unbelievable. You will watch the movie and you won't recognise him. Yeah, it was one of those movies Michael Bay did, which got a lot of credit at the time it was out. It was, whoa, what? Michael Bay did that? Yeah. I watched it and I was trying to put that aside, Michael Bay aside, as I was watching it. You can tell it is a Michael Bay movie, but I think only knowing so, right? Gentleman and Breaking Bad's in it as well. The mad scientist from Breaking Bad's in it. It's one of those movies where it's really easy to follow. 13 hours, it's really easy to follow movie. It's got simple beginning, middle and end. It's not one of these complex war hero type movies, yeah, which you get on the television of a Sunday afternoon. It's not one of them. At the same time, it is. You would say to yourself, not initially, you would say it wasn't a Michael Bay movie, right? It's like caught in the middle somewhere between that and that, right? It's more entertaining than a Sunday afternoon movie. It definitely is a war movie. Definitely is. But it's not a typical Michael Bay movie. And I say that because the characters are really fleshed out and you sat there and you're actually interested in watching the movie, actually interested in seeing where it goes, etc., in regards to the narrative. You want to actually watch to see where it goes and follow it. If you're intrigued with it, you do actually find yourself watching right to the end, gripped with each character. It's a really well developed movie. It's okay, 13 hours. I've got to start putting more DVDs in my wallet because I've just got no space on my shelves. Okay, 13 hours. Pick that up, a few quid online. Finally been able to find it online, affordable. It's just one of those movies which just stayed so expensive for so long. Just managed to be able to buy it now on DVD. Okay, Valerian. I got the holographic slipcase for this. It's like, it's very Guillermo del Toro. It's like the second Hellboy. It's like, you know that market scene in Hellboy 2? It's like that, but on steroids. It's a Luc Besson movie, yeah. So it's actually alright. It's no better and no worse than the Guillermo del Toro movie, yeah. As I say, the second Hellboy movie, it's no better and no worse than that, right? So I'm going to love you and leave you in that. I'm going to love you and leave you on that comment, okay? If you've got one of these like cheapo 3D Blu-ray players, it will show loads of ghosting. Watch this on a more expensive machine which doesn't suffer ghosting, and your jaw will drop with the 3D. Otherwise, you'll be sat down like with Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2, if you're watching that on a cheap Blu-ray player, with the ghosting in the wood scene, in the wood. And then the scene where Harry Potter is in the woods, where he uses the stone, he turns the stone and he gets all his family back in apparition form. That scene where he's in the woods, there's terrible stuff, it's terrible ghosting. If you're watching a machine which produces Blu-ray 3D without ghosting, then you'll be blown away with its 3D, amazed with its 3D. You really will. You'll think it's one of your best 3D discs, but totally to the contrary if you're using a cheap machine to watch it on. Totally to the contrary. You won't be able to watch it. Extreme sci-fi fantasy, this movie, does lend well to the 3D format. I can highly recommend it. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Okay, moving on. I haven't yet read that. I haven't yet started, but I want to. I'm rereading my Into the Air. I'm rereading my Into Thin Air. I'm rereading that before I move on. I've yet to start this. I'm excitedly waiting to start it, let's put it that way. Excitedly waiting, because I've shown me open it in a previous upload where I started, so I thought I would just let it catch up. I would just update that here with you. I have yet to start it, but I will do. Power Rangers, I'm going to put them in my wallet. I'm not going to keep this either. But that. I never watched the sequels. I never did watch them. Never did. So I thought I'd get this to see what all the fuss was about. I think this is the base. I assume it's the basic theatrical version. I assume it is. The fact that it's a Halloween movie, it's just incidental. They're just garbage. All the sequels are garbage until you get to H2O. They're all garbage. Even Halloween 2, even Carpenter's Halloween 2. Garbage. I'm going to keep it there, because it's such a nice transfer. It's the Polish edition. Got a Polish edition. It's SPI International Polska. It is Region 2. Well, I assume it's Region 2. That's the company there. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the disc. The transfer. Nothing wrong with the transfer, yeah? They're the people. Polish company. So there's the hologram there. There's the hologram there. I used in the hologram video. Yeah. They're the people who did this disc. Nothing wrong with the transfer at all. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is Region 2. It says there on it. It's got Region 2 on it. I have this. I've yet to see this. Yet to see it. Another one I'm going to put in my miscellaneous wallet. Yet to see it. It is a genuine article as well. It's got the Warner Brother hologram on. I don't know where I got this one from. I don't know. Manhunter. Studio Canal. O1 Studio Canal 01 put out Manhunter. It does have special features and it has a decent enough menu when you put the disc in. It is a proper release. Got the things down the side, scene titles there. I thought it was a foreign disc. So the word there, chaptering there. But it is an English word, isn't it? I've never seen that word used before for the scene titles. It's normally index, isn't it? Or chapters. Isn't it chapters or index, isn't it? Chaptering. I assumed it was a foreign disc. But it is English. It is. The words are in English. Quality. I have the Blu-ray of this. But it is only a Region A only Blu-ray, so that's why I picked this up. Okay. You'd be surprised at how many people haven't seen this movie. You will actually. People my age will be surprised. We take that for granted, don't we, this movie? being the one to watch, isn't it? We assume this one, don't we? But, yeah. I might keep that because the disc's got the menu there. I might keep that. I had this here ready to put out my wallet here. I might keep it. I might keep that. This I've had for ages in my collection. I'm going to finally now take this off my shelf and put away. Genuine disc, got the Fox hologram there. Genuine or genuine. But no. Has to go. I've run out of time. I've got to finish now. I've got to bring this buys off to an end. I've yet to review this, and I've yet to review Halloween 218, or that'll be in the next buys off. Okay, look forward to these two reviews, this and Halloween 18. Okay, see you there. Thanks for watching. It means everything to me. That whoever watches, it means everything to me. Okay, keep on watching. Right, stick with it. I hope there's something on the channel for you. Okay, over and out.